Beaten by my father, bullied by classmates. At the end of my rope, I went to the tattoo shop on the corner. I heard the owner was a small-time thug, fierce and ruthless in fights, feared by the neighbors. Pushing open the door, I pulled out a crumpled $10 bill from my pocket. Summoning my courage. I heard you collect protection fees, so can you protect me? Amidst this woman's smoke, a man sneered with a curl of his lips. Whose kid are you? Quite the nerve. Later, for that $10, he protected me for 10 years. I met George when I was 14. Due to long-term malnutrition, I was short and thin, looking much younger than my peers. Since I could remember, my dad had been idle all day. The three of us lived off my mom's $3,000 monthly salary from the textile factory. My dad was addicted to gambling, but he lost 9 out of 10 times. Whenever he lost money, he'd be in a bad mood. When in a bad mood, he drank. When drunk, he started hitting his wife and child. The ground was often littered with broken bowls and leftover food. When I was 5, he lost a lot of money. That night, reeking of alcohol, he grabbed my mom by her hair, pressing her face against the concrete floor, slamming her head repeatedly, and then kicking her abdomen when he got tired. Do you think your old man is useless now, huh? Looking down on me. You bitch, couldn't even give me a son. I can't even hold my hair outside. It's all your fault, ruining my luck. If I hadn't married you, I'd be rich by now. My mom curled up on the ground, beaten. Deep red blood clumped her hair together, strand by strand. She neither dodged nor fought back, naively hoping to awaken the last bit of conscience in him through endurance. When there was no good piece of flesh left on her for him to continue, he turned his eyes towards me. And this little bitch too, born of a whore, is also a little whore. What kind of look are you giving me? What, want to hit me? A heavy slap landed on my face, the intense bang followed by numbness. It felt as if all surrounding sounds were placed under a glass cover, completely cut off. I was slapped so hard that my eardrum ruptured. My mom cried out, hiding me in her arms, using her frail body to shield me from the storm. The man's curses, the woman's screams, ceased as the abuser grew tired. Late at night, his snores mixed with her sobs. My mom, red-eyed, finished applying medicine to me, then quietly cleaned up the mess. We squeezed onto the small bed. She held me tightly. I said, Mom, let's leave here, I'll make a lot of money to support you. She looked at the moon outside the window, which had a large crack. No, your dad was really good to me when he was young. He saved money to buy me gold bracelets, carried me miles just to watch fireworks, and bought me lots of beautiful clothes, but I couldn't even wear them all. I tugged at the clothes on my mom, now faded and misshapen from washing. Mom, you're lying. She patted my head, her tone stubborn. Mom is not lying, your dad is just confused for a while. He will get better. He promised to treat me well for a lifetime. He said so. Just like the moon outside the window, one day it will be whole again. Her voice murmured low. It seemed like he was speaking to me, yet also to himself. The next day, when my father sobered up, he acted as if nothing had happened, laughing and chatting with my mother, reaching out his hand to ask her for money. He said, Jenny, I still love you. I just lost control because I drank too much. When I win some money, I'll give you a good life. With just a few sweet words, he managed to coax my mother into submission, and she handed over her entire salary to him. This scene was so familiar it made my heart ache. I watched the money in my father's hand, wanting to ask my mother why she had promised to use this month's salary to send me to kindergarten. I was already 5 years old and had never been to kindergarten. But my mother was smiling so happily, her eyes only on my father, completely forgetting about me. So I silently closed my mouth. It's okay, I thought. Mom will definitely remember me next month. But by the time I started elementary school, thanks to the federal education policy, my mother still hadn't remembered me. Thus, I missed out on all of kindergarten.